Oh, nice.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome.
Excuse me, long time no see. How's everybody out there? So we've been gone for a little while. It's been very, very hectic, crazy, sad.
Wow, we will get into that in a little bit. This is episode 18 of Tornado Takeover.
How about that?
We are your hosts,
I'm Brendan.
and I'm Angela, and we are excited to be back. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to
What kind of show do we have? We got it.
Excited.
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed. Oh, I forgot that's the word we always use.
Yeah.
A jam-packed show for you guys. A lot has gone on in the last few weeks that we have been on. We got some nationally ranked teams all at one school. So we will break down all of that and more. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be right back.
On the way.
All right,
What's up,
guys.
everybody?
Welcome to an all-new episode of Tornado Takeover. As I said earlier, we are your hosts.
I'm Fred.
I'm Angela. We look very tired.
Which we are. We've been very busy.
I want to first apologize for our absence last week. I'm going to try to say this without shedding a tear. Unfortunately, we got a call on Monday that my grandma, who had been very sick with dementia, had fallen before the New Year or on New Year's Day, had taken a turn for the worse. So within 30 minutes, we packed our car, dropped the dog off at the vet, and we got to North Carolina. We were 30 minutes away when she passed away. So we were up in North Carolina. It's been a week that she's passed away, which seems like forever ago. But like I said, that was my last living grandparent. So it's kind of hard, kind of bittersweet. But she lived an amazing life. She would want us to still do this show each and every week. Because she knew how much sports meant to not just me, but also to Fred. Yeah. So this is for you, Grandma.
Absolutely.
Also wanted to shout out my oldest niece, who today's her 14th birthday.
Yeah, moving up in the world.
All right now.
That's right.
Officially, I wouldn't say officially a teenager because she was officially a teenager last year.
13, but she's getting older, getting taller.
I know. She's taller than me now.
Yeah. Isn't that a trip?
I don't like that. I remember sleeping on the hospital floor waiting for her. She was a week late. Then they induced her. Then my sister-in-law was in labor for 30 hours. So I was like, I remember sleeping on the hospital floor waiting on her. And now she's 14 years old. She's going into high school next year.
Playing sports.
Basketball,
soccer.
Basketball, soccer. She's done dance. She wanted to do gymnastics for a while. I mean, so she's
a dynamo.
She's an active little booger. But I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Absolutely.
In the world.
Happy birthday, Gracie. You know,
my little booger. So like I said, we said earlier, we have a jam-packed show for you guys today. We have been gone the last 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we were on. We were gone last week.
Right.
So a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm
a lot to catch up on. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm glad to be back, life gets in the way sometimes, but at the same time, we love what we do. We definitely enjoy. I mean, we both have a very passionate love for sports, and to be here to share it with you guys is something that we enjoy. It is a privilege. Thank you for those who are watching.
I feel like I just rolled up out of bed.
Well, you did about 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah, I did take a nap. We just drove home last night from North Carolina.
So if we look tired, you're right. Excuse me. But we're still going to do the show. The show must go on,
If
baby.
we look tired as you yawn.
Yeah, it's because we are. But the show must go on.
We are very tired.
So.
We had a long day. I had a doctor's appointment today. Finally, my foot is healed.
Absolutely.
And
praise God.
So absolutely praise God.
I had a doctor's appointment today.
You had a doctor's appointment. I had just a regular checkup, your 6 months checkup.
We had to go pick up the duster busters.
We had to pick the dog up. I swear, we got home late last night. Well, it wasn't really late, but
earlier than normal, but
yeah,
what
but
most people consider bedtime.
Night. And then we had an early morning. Had to go. My foot is officially healed. I'm still supposed to be in a walking boot at times just to make sure nothing is, I don't do anything stupid. And for those people that know me, I cannot sit still.
Yeah.
So that was hard. But I'm not wearing my boot right now. It hurts a little bit on the top of my foot, but not where the break was in my foot, which is really weird.
And got us some Bojangles. I had to.
We got our little Bojangles on the way home.
Oh yeah, so that will be dinner tonight. Just kind of throwing it out there, just kind of letting you in our world. And what's going on. You guys aren't just viewers. You guys are family. So we gotta let you in a little bit. But as Angela said, jam-packed show. We got a lot going on with those Sooners, with the Cowboys. Starting off with some of the comments. Good evening, Angela and Fred. Have an amazing show. Glad to have you back on the air.
Thanks, Taryn.
Appreciate you, Taryn. Glad to be back. Thanks for all the support. Keep doing your thing over there. With what is it, Set Point?
He does Set Point, and also SoCal Supreme Sports Show. Definitely. The 100 S's in this show.
Absolutely. And my man Ralph, what's going on? Good evening, Angela and Fred. What's up to the power couple? You guys have a great show indeed. Always thanks you.
Ralph.
Nothing but love and respect, bro. Salute to you. So thanks for the support.
But yeah.
You want to get this thing cracking?
Let's get into it. We're going to jump into our sponsors real quick. Once we get back, like I said, we have a lot to talk about. OU has been doing the thing when it comes to national rankings. And it's so weird because it's not your typical sports that they're in the national rankings for.
Right.
Not the basketball, baseball, football, that type thing. So we will chat about that. Some big games coming up for OSU, also for Tulsa. So we will break all that down. Plus, the Thunder are still on a roll.
Oh, yeah.
So we will discuss all of that and more.
Absolutely.
So we will be right back after these short messages from our sponsors, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here.
Please believe it.
So stay tuned. You guys are watching Tornado Takeover right here on IE Sports Radio.
Your direct feed.
For all that is sports.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out, the sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back,
What's up,
everyone.
everybody?
Quick thank you to all of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
If you aren't following IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, I'm not really sure what you're doing. So I'm going to need for you to stop what you're doing and make sure you're following us on all of those social
Absolutely.
media platforms.
Absolutely.
Please and thank you. Also, make sure you follow our show, Tornado TKOV_IE on X. I almost said Twitter. I had to catch myself.
Well, I mean, they're kind of the same thing, you know.
I mean, people still call them Twitter, even
Yeah.
though it's X, Twitter X.
Twitter X, Twitter.
And join in our chat over there.
Leave a comment, you know, ask questions, jump in, you know, jump in the mix. And we love to talk with you, communicate with you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Also, make sure you guys go check out Planet Jerky's Premium Beef Jerky on Instagram at Planet Jerky or on their website at planetjerky.net. Sorry, just had a hiccup. They have amazing jerky, all different flavors. They have smaller bags, larger bags. Go check them out. If you're local to Southern California, go check them out, one of the local markets that they're at, etc. Also, check out Seal the Deal Wax Seal. You know, we can't say enough great things about Seal the Deal. Cecilia does an amazing job with all the wax seals. We use them for our wedding invitations, and we will definitely be using them again.
Yep.
You can find them on Instagram or Facebook. On Instagram is Seal the Deal _wax seals. On Facebook, it's just Seal the Deal Wax Seal. Or you can go to the iSports Radio website, the little drop down, and click on Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Look at all the different seals she has and actually order them right from the iSports Radio website.
Yep.
And while you're on the iSports Radio website, make sure you check out the blogs. Mike and his team do an amazing job on all of our blogs. Check out the apparel on the shop, t-shirts. I'm not sure if they still have any hoodies, but they have like t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, tank tops, fitteds, all kinds of
good merch.
Absolutely. And then you can also check out our show's personal page, iSportsRadio.com/Tornado Takeover as well. And don't forget checking out Vital Apparel. They have amazing different clothes, shirts, everything is donated to, like, let me stop. I'm getting ahead of myself. Proceeds do go back to mental health research. They have men's clothes, they have women's clothes, they have everything. Use our code IESR, get 15% off your comfortable gym attire. I live in gym clothes. Babe can tell you, if it's not yoga pants or sweatpants and a big gym t-shirt or sweatshirt,
yeah,
I literally work from home, so I don't wear it. Also, our newest sponsor, Raw Nutrition down here, supplements. GetRawNutrition.com. Use our promo code IESR for 10% off.
Save you a little money.
If you are into some nutrition,
yeah,
we need to check them out.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm all into using healthy supplements to keep your health up. So yeah, definitely. And you get a 10% discount. I mean, you're winning, you know?
Exactly.
All right.
Jen B is in the chat, said, welcome back, Angela and Fred. Have a great show. Thanks, Jen.
Appreciate you, Jen.
The only other female besides Cecilia B and myself, a part of iSports Radio. So shout out to Girl Power. All right, let's jump into it. Let's talk about some OU Sooners.
Boomer.
Sooner.
Boomer.
Sooner.
Boomer.
Sooner.
All right, let's get it cracking.
All right, so real quick, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, down here in Orlando, because we are in the Tampa area, the not really, it's the NCA and the NDA, which is the National Cheer Association, National Dance Association, did have a competition. The Oklahoma Sooners placed 4th, which isn't too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
But they did place 4th with a score of 89.6 in cheer division 1A co-ed. So congratulations to there were, I believe, 8 in that division. Alabama finished first. The University of South Florida, which is literally 20 minutes up the road from us,
right,
was 2nd. Kentucky was 3rd. Oklahoma was 4th. I forgot what this was in. I think, in the Division 1A, the Division 1A in dance and jazz competition, the Sooners did finish 7th with a score of 96.45. And honestly, First place was Ohio State. Shout out to Jen, who does all things
Ohio State.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
covers her Ohio State, loves her Buckeyes. They did finish in first place with a score of 102.15. Let me just tell you, I could not watch Oklahoma. I refused to pay, and every single person that was showing it on TikTok never showed Oklahoma in cheer or in dance. Now, as a former cheerleader and a former dancer,
She still can dance when she wants to.
those dance routines were unstoppable. Again, I wasn't able to see OU's. I'm so proud that OU got in the top 8 because of what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell y'all, my jaw was on the floor. Like, my eyes were like, what am I witnessing right now? They were so good.
Just jumping in real quick.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done with this segment.
Excuse me. Rare.
There will be nationals in Daytona, which if you were a cheerleader or dancer, especially in collegiate sports, you know Daytona is where you want to be. So Daytona will be coming up in April, and hopefully we will have an amazing results in cheer and dance for the OU Sooners. Oklahoma State, North Tulsa did compete in these competitions, or we would be discussing them as well. So on to gymnastics, where your number 1 women's gymnastics team is still sitting pretty on top.
Actually, that was supposed to be my part, to introduce that. But thank you for the lead on that. As I was stating, Jordan Bowers claimed her first SEC co-gymnast of the week honor.
Sorry.
Following defeating number 10 Alabama Friday night. And they are what?
Number 1.
What?
They're number 1.
Just want to make sure I heard that right.
As you said, they did defeat Alabama by the score of 197.55 to 196.300. 300, excuse me. So women's gymnastics, always phenomenal.
Top notch.
Doing their thing, staying on top. Men's gymnastics, sorry. I don't know why I got choked up all of a sudden just then. Men's gymnastics did have a slight fallback. Last week they did drop to number 2, but have no fear. We are back. We are back, baby. We are back in that number 1 spot. I don't remember where that audio came from. It's like all over TikTok. And I'm like, where did this audio come from? I don't know. I just repeat it. The men's gymnastics are sitting at number 1. Arthur Ballon.
Looks like
Ballon is the MPSF Freshman of the Week for the 2nd time this year. So congratulate. I feel like there's a hole in my pants, and these are brand new pants. Sorry. Congratulations, Arthur. Men's gymnastics will be taking on Ohio State coming up. Why is it not listed here? Fail. That was a fail. I literally had it and now I can't find it. They did, however, backtracking a little bit, sorry. They did, however, beat Illinois 330.700 to 325.500. To claim that number 1 spot. That is tennis. I know they're competing against their next meet. Their next meet is against Ohio State. One moment. Now I'm like, Now I'm feeling like an idiot. Like, okay, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, see, here it is. We're going to be on the road in Columbus. So we are going to be, the meet is going to be in Columbus, Ohio against Ohio State this Sunday on the 2nd at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. It will be on the Big Plus. So like the Big 10 Plus. So if you like to watch the men's gymnastics, the #1 team in the nation, there you have it.
Jumping in real quick. You have something else you want to touch on?
No, I was just going to see what segment you were heading down.
I was just going to go to the women's basketball for OU.
Oh, they got a big game coming up. Go ahead and talk about their past game.
They did beat Georgia 31 points. It was 86-55. Reagan Beers had 13 points, 11 rebounds. And Oklahoma at the time was ranked number 15.
They are now ranked number 13.
How about that? Peyton Vorhurst had 3 3-pointers. She scored 13. Sahara Williams had 12. And Liz Scott had scored 10 off the bench. The Bulldogs, they were trying to do their thing. Beers had 6 points, and Oklahoma shot a very whopping 55.6% from the floor.
Yes.
Not bad. Very, very good. It is what it is. The girls did their thing. Congratulations to the Lady Sooners.
They will be heading to Louisiana State, better known as number 7 LSU, on Thursday. The Sooners will be playing at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Now, following that game, their next home game will be, and I'm going to say this game is a little touching. They will be hosting Kentucky on Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific. I mean, not Pacific. Eastern. Blonde moment, and I'm not even blonde anymore. That game will be on the SEC network. Now, this is a pink game. This is their breast cancer game. They're giving away 1,000 pink t-shirts. So the first 1,000 people will get a pink OU t-shirt. At halftime, they're having the breast cancer survivor walk recognition as someone who has walked those many a times, put on many a breast cancer games. It is so touching. Also, the NGWSD. Do you know what that stands for?
No.
National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. Celebration. So there is a ticket deal. If you don't follow OU women's sports, or if you don't follow OU athletics, I'm going to let you in on the ticket deal. If you use promo code NGWSD, you get $5 tickets. Now, that is good for not only, I don't know why I'm sitting here like a school teacher, that is good not only for the women's basketball game, but also for Friday night's women's gymnastics meet against number 13 Arkansas that will be at 7:45 on ESPN2. While we're talking about gymnastics, kind of going back a little bit, doors will open for that at 6:15. It is Country for a Cause night. Giveaway for all fans is the cause ribbon of your choice. So whether that be military, police, breast cancer, lung cancer, some sort of type of cancer, etc. Whatever your cause is, you can get a ribbon for. Also giveaway for students, 250, the first 250 students will receive a cowboy hat. Also pre-meet, you can, if you want to meet the men who will be taking the diamond this season, pre-meet the men's baseball. I don't know why I said men, but the baseball team will be doing autographs prior to that meet. So, excuse me. That, as of now, has you covered in women's sports. However, real quick, I got to find my notes. Excuse me a second. Women's tennis. Pardon me. I have to find my notes on women's tennis. Oh, no, that's men's tennis. Where's my women's tennis notes? That's wrestling. I thought I had notes for women. Here's women's tennis. Women's tennis are on a 2-0 record. They had 5 straight set single wins, 4 double wins, and they punched their ticket to the ITA Indoor Nationals. So congratulations to the women. Coming up, there was a schedule change. Oklahoma will host Tulsa women's tennis on Tuesday, next Tuesday, February the 4th. The first serve is set for 11 a.m. at the Headington Family Tennis Center. So if you want to watch the Lady Sooners take on the Lady Golden Hurricanes in tennis, 11 a.m. Central Time, next Tuesday is when your first serve is going to take place at the Headington Family Tennis Center. Now, while we're on the same wavelength, men's tennis. Where did that go again? Men's tennis fell 4-1 against Stanford. For some reason, I don't have. Oh, right here, men's tennis. You want to read this?
Sure.
Their doubleheader.
Just a little.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
Okay, that's Saturday there versus the Air Force at 12 p.m. Free admission. Bring a non-perishable item for the OU food pantry and receive a free T-shirt while supplies last.
Also, the men's tennis team is ranked number 8.
And then the doubleheader is also going to be against Oral Roberts at 5 p.m. Free admission for that as well. There will be a tennis ball toss. You can earn a chance to win free
men's basketball
versus Kentucky tickets. So go for it, guys. I mean, for those who are in the area, check them out. You know, give them the support, and you know, definitely bring that non-perishable item because we definitely want to take care of that
food
problem when it comes to hunger. I firmly believe that no family or especially child should
nobody should ever have to go hungry
with the resources that we have here.
I was just about to say there's enough resources in this states and the countries.
But do your part, you know, give
exactly.
You know, give so that you know you can feed a belly that night. You know, it's definitely important.
All right, real quick before we close out, we got track and field, and then you were going to talk about the men's basketball team before we close out. Talk about Sooner Nation.
Sure.
Track and field coming up on Friday is the J.D. Martin Invitational at 3:30. It is a free admission. There is a free admission. Track giveaway is track and field t-shirts while supplies last. While we are on that, it will be at the Moser Indoor Facility in Norman on Friday the 31st. Also, the DeLoss Dobbs Invitational, which is combined events only, is January 31st through February the 1st in Manhattan, Kentucky. The men's track and field are ranked number 4 in the TFRI rankings, while your women are ranked number 9 in the TFRL rankings. So congratulations to the men's and women's
men and women's track and field.
What did I just say?
I have no idea.
Also, huge congratulations to Olivia Lukey, who was named the SEC Women's Co-Field Athlete of the Week. So congratulations. Also, real quick, before we jump into men's basketball, wrestling, number 22, OU's wrestling will be hosting senior night against number 23, Missouri at 7 p.m. on, my nose is itching, ESPN Plus. Again, senior night, post-dual autographs with the team. The ticket deal is show your men's basketball ticket and receive free admission. So if you go to the men's basketball game, show your ticket stub to the wrestling, men's wrestling, free admission for you. Now, Mr. Carter.
Yes.
You want to take it away and close it out with some men's basketball before we head up to Stillwater?
Absolutely. Let's see. Where do we start? Beating Arkansas. For a second, Jeremiah Fierce had 16 points. Jalen Morris scored the final 3 points of the game. Oklahoma, for all you Oklahomies.
You starting to sound like
That's
me.
where I got that from. Oklahoma did defeat Arkansas 65-62 on Saturday night. Let's see, Fears made 4 of his 8 shots. He scored a 3-pointer and all 7 of his free throws for the Sooners. Let's see, Davis had 18 points, 5 for 16 to lead the Razorbacks. It's a pretty competitive game, but OU basically came out on top. They are 15-4, 2-4 in the SEC. Moving forward, Texas A&M will be talked about now. And let's see. Oklahoma's on their 3rd consecutive win right now, guys. Second straight on the road when it plays Texas A&M.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight. It will be showing 8 p.m. Central Time.
9 p.m. Eastern on the SEC Network.
Right.
So right
Make sure
after
you
this
get that.
show ends,
Right.
go to your SEC Network if you have it. DirecTV people have it. And watch the Sooners
We'll be
take on the Aggies.
we'll be in College Station, Texas, and the Reed Arena. So check them out. 3 straight wins. They're starting to get back on their winning streak. See, and I'm just going to touch on this real fast. So I remember we had spoken on this before.
Yeah,
we were talking about whether or not this has been an exposure.
Well, and they got that win at South Carolina. Talking about the 3 straight wins goes back to Saturday's the 18th game against South Carolina, which we hadn't
really touched
about.
But
and then they played South Carolina at home, ended up beating them by 20 points. Then took on the Razorbacks, beat them by 3 points. And now, so it's a 2-game win streak, but you're right. We're finally getting back on the right foot, back on the right side of things.
Right. Someone came in on Always Arizona Sports.
That's Alden.
Hey, Alvin, how's it going? Hope y'all are having a great show. Shout out to Alvin. Alden, how you say his name? Alden. Sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your name. Shout out to you and appreciate you. Let's move forward.
I just wanted to real quick let you guys know that Saturday, the 1st, Oklahoma will be hosting Vanderbilt. It's at 2:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. $10 tickets. And make sure you go and reserve those $10 tickets, though. There is also a $5. Hold on, I need to zoom in here. There is also a $5 hot dog and soda combo available at select concession stands. Does not come with your ticket. So essentially, you can be paying $15 plus fees and taxes and all that. We're not going to get into that. I worked in tickets sales for, anyways, $15. You can get your ticket and you can get a hot dog and a soda and watch some men's basketball. Then take your ticket stub, head over to men's wrestling and watch them for senior night.
Definitely.
Anything else you have to add about the Sooners?
No, I think we've got the Sooners covered pretty good. Let's head up to Stillwater, Tulsa area and talk about them Cowboys. Unless there's something else you have to add.
No, I was going to jump into a quick break real quick and then head to Stillwater.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. So pack your go grab your little snacks. We're going to take a road trip. When we get back, we will be in Stillwater. And that was very corny. All right, guys.
We're going to be heading to that Stillwater, Tulsa area. We will be right back. Stay tuned on. Come on.
You guys are watching Tornado Takeover right here on IE Sports Radio.
Your direct feed.
For all that is sports.
What's up, everybody? This is Darren Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hockey fans, I'm Adam Kernan.
And I'm Zach Puplis.
Together, we are the newest version of Hockey Talk on IE Sports Radio, The Neutral Zone.
Zone.
We love hockey, but we also know it's not everyone's first sport. So we want to make this show as much for new fans as for the diehards.
Whether you can name all the Swedes on the 08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team, or if you can't tell if Varlamov is a goalie or the latest trendy vodka, we're here to help. With facts, figures, and outrageous fans, we bring you all the hard-hitting hockey news you can handle, while still keeping it fun and on the rails. Well, mostly.
So tune in every week as we go around the hockey world, from college to Canada, the minors and the majors, and everywhere in between.
So bring your cellies.
And your one-timers.
You wicked wristas.
And be sure to protect your five-hole.
Catch the Neutral Zone every week on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
We promise not to pick on the Arizona Coyotes every episode.
All right, guys, welcome back. You guys are watching Tornado Takeover right here on IE Sports Radio.
Your direct feed.
For all that is sports. We are your hosts.
I'm Fred.
And I'm Angela. You left me hanging there for a second.
No, I didn't see that was a cool. Your direct feed.
That was your intro.
Yeah, you could have gave me a drop.
Okay. All right, we are going to jump into some Tulsa. I'm not Tulsa.
Okay.
See what happens. See what happens. See what happens.
I couldn't help myself.
When you make fun of people, you start coughing. We are going to head to Stillwater to talk about some OSU Cowboys. What did I say wrong now?
When you make fun of people, you start coughing.
Yeah, that's what happened.
No, back to the Cowboys.
All right. So this Saturday, the Cowboys will be hosting the Utah Utes. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. Central in GIA, in the Gallagher Arena. However, this is a special game. Oh, my eye is itching. Because this is their pink game as well. The Eddie Sutton Foundation will be on site collecting donations for breast cancer research and prevention. If you can't attend, you can still donate via Venmo. The Venmo is at Eddie Sutton FDN. We will post that on our Twitter page. So if you want to donate, you're welcome to.
Definitely.
So they will be honoring and celebrating breast cancer survivors throughout the game. To honor a loved one, attendees can fill out a custom I Scowl Cancer in Memory of sign. It is a homage to Coach Eddie Sutton's legendary scowl. While fans contribute to a small donation, can take home a custom Eddie Sutton bobblehead. So if you want an Eddie Sutton bobblehead, all you gotta do is drop a little money in the pot. And yeah. At halftime, what just happened here? All right, at halftime, OU will recognize former players as part of the alumni weekend festivities. And afterwards, fans are invited to stick around afterwards for a post-game autograph session with the current Cowboys in the East Lobby. If you want to read that plus more, head over to okstate.com. That is where I got that bit of information from. Don't try to sue me. I don't have that kind of money. All right. Thank you. Anyways, also, speaking of the Oklahoma State men's basketball team, they lost Sunday to Texas Tech. They lost the Tuesday that we were supposed to be on live, the 21st, to Arizona. And they beat on Saturday the 8th. Okay, so let's go back. Tuesday when we had our show the 14th, they were playing in Provo, Utah. They got mollywopped by the Cougars. And then they came home. They hosted the Colorado Buffs. They ended up beating them. Then they hosted the Arizona Wildcats. They lost to them. They headed down to Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. I almost called them the Rough Riders for some reason, like we was DMX. Lost by 10 points to the Red Raiders. And Wednesday, tomorrow, they will be heading to Kansas State to take on the Wildcats. Game is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, or 7 p.m. Central. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Pacific. Ain't a Pacific team anywhere around here. On CBS Sports Nation channel. Then they head home on Saturday to play the Utah Utes again. Again, this breast cancer night, wear your pink. And yeah. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Touching real quick on, well, Oaksters, the equestrians, or he calls them equestrians. Let me change it up. Equestrians in this household.
We changed the whole English language.
Just to let it be known that they will be entering its spring season ranked number 5.
Absolutely.
That was announced today. They're coming in at a 5-3 record into the second half of the 24-25 season. One win did come against Baylor, so it gives OSU a 1-2 in the Big 12 record conference.
Well, they're not really in the Big 12. That's the thing about teams like this who don't really have, like, there's not a lot. They're in a different conference. There's something on this couch that is stabbing me in the leg. Anyway, sorry. They're in different conference. Like, they're in there with, like, I looked at the standings one time. And they're not all Big 12 teams.
Right.
It's very strange. It's like the University of Florida, who's in the SEC, because there's not that many other SEC women's lacrosse teams. They actually play women's lacrosse in the American Conference.
Right.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it is. But that's how they're doing it. So if you want anything else to them pokes?
Yes, let's chat about those pokes a second. So women's basketball, going back, have only hosted Saturday against Texas. Or no, excuse me, I lied. Am I on the right? Yeah, they went down to Texas Tech on Saturday the 21st, 25th. My pardon me. They went down to Texas, and let's try that again.
Everyone.
The Lady Pokes went to Texas, where they played the Red Raiders. I yet again almost called them the Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders.
Shout out DMX. R.I.P.
Indeed.
And they ended up coming up on top, 71-68. They do host. I don't know if you can really tell because my fingernails blend in with they're almost the same color. Anyways, they do host the Sun Devils tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central. That game will be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be going, against the grain on each side. I'm going to go for OSU. You're going to go for Arizona State. So.
Yeah, sorry, my baby girl went there. Saturday they had to Morgantown to. What did I say? Morgantown, West Virginia to host.
Maybe that's a nickname that they have out there, Morgantown.
I've only been there like twice.
Okay.
Have you ever been to what?
Not Morgantown. No.
Okay.
But hey.
They'll be heading to West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers on Saturday at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central. Me and time zones are not working very well.
We did a lot of driving yesterday.
Yeah, the Sooners are currently ranked 24 in the AP poll. 24 in the AP poll and 25 in the coaches poll.
No travel to Morgantown. I had to. I'm sorry.
I was literally about to say something. I think that was all I was going to say about that team.
Okay.
But 10K in GIA.
Okay.
So Sunday, Groundhog's Day versus Missouri. Your number 3, Oklahoma State. Why did I just say that like that? Your Oklahoma State. What is wrong with me? Number 3, Oklahoma State Wrestling will be hosting for senior night the Missouri Tigers. I almost called them the Wildcats. They are not the Wildcats. They are, let me get my words together. All right. Help break the home average wrestling attendance records. Gallagher Day shirts for the first 1,000 fans. It is senior day. There will be a pre-duel presentation. Help compete Cowboy Wrestling 45th undefeated home duel season. Upon performance will be during intermission and tailgate pre-duel in the gravel lot. So let's pack GIA, Gallagher Arena on Gallagher Day for the men's wrestling team. They are sitting, sorry, my eye is itching. They're still sitting number 3. However, they're undefeated. They beat Iowa State 27-12 to keep that undefeated record of 11-0. Also, this week in
No.
It sounded like it just started pouring down rain through the roof. Anyways. Also this week through
Let me see. Do you mind? All right, this week, also in Oklahoma State athletics. Let's see, tomorrow, the Lady Pokes are going to be playing Arizona State. We already talked about that. The men will be playing Kansas State tomorrow at 7 p.m. Friday, indoor track versus at the Razorback Invite, excuse me. It's going to be all day Friday and Saturday. The lost dude. Am I looking at that right? Dudes?
Dobbs,
excuse me.
Dodds.
The lighting got me. All day Friday and Saturday.
The font is also a little funky schmunky.
Cowboy tennis versus St. Louis, 5 p.m. Saturday, the Lady Pokes will be playing West Virginia. I think we spoke on that. 11 a.m.
Morgantown.
In Morgantown. Cowgirl tennis. They're going to be at Auburn at 1 p.m. that same day on Saturday. And the men's basketball team will be playing Utah at 2 p.m.
Pink game. Wear your pink.
Wear your pink. Support that. Sunday, Cowboy tennis will be playing against Nebraska at 1 p.m. And the men's wrestling team will be going up against Missouri at 2 p.m.
Senior night.
Senior nights.
All right. Now that I can't speak.
You did good that time. It was great.
Thank you. We are going to head over very quickly, not very far away, to Tulsa.
The Golden Hurricanes.
And discuss these Golden Hurricanes. Also, real quick, before I forget, OSU Cowboy baseball is ranked number 13. It's the highest that they've been ranked. And Cowgirl softball will start on February the 6th. We will discuss softball next week because softball and baseball are starting to be added into the mix of getting ready to take place. So we will discuss all of that and more. All right. Let's talk about men's. Real quick, men's tennis defeated Oregon 4-3. While women's tennis defeated Stephen F. Austin 6-1. So congratulations there.
Absolutely.
This Tulsa will be short and sweet because I don't want to say they don't have much going on, but it is what it is. Since we last left off, Tulsa did head to South Florida to take on the Bulls, to which they lost 63-56 on Saturday the 18th. Then they hosted my Pirates of East Carolina. We really should have gone to that game. That was a doubleheader against USF, the team that's right down the road from us. However, we couldn't make it. There was too much going on Saturday before the funeral on Sunday. Anyways, so East Carolina did win in overtime 85-76. Then Tulsa hosted Wichita State Sunday, to which they won 84-77. They will tomorrow be hosting the UAB Blazers, the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And then they head to Tulane. Sorry. Mental moment. They head to Tulane to take on the Green Wave on Sunday at 2 p.m. before traveling to Memphis on Wednesday the 5th. We will discuss the Memphis game next week. Lady Hurricanes, real quick, they hosted FAU, Florida Atlantic University, on Wednesday the 15th, to which they won 79-64. They traveled down to San Antonio to take on the Roadrunners of the University of Texas, San Antonio, and lost 53-64 on Wednesday the 22nd. They hosted Memphis, the Tigers of Memphis, on Friday the 25th and beat them 64-57. Tomorrow they will head to Rice, which is in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where in Texas is Rice?
Let's look it up and find out.
Is it in the Dallas area? I feel like it's in the Dallas area. Or is it in Austin? Rice University? No.
It's in Navarro County, Texas.
No, you would typed in Rice, Texas. University, Rice University.
You said Rice is located in Texas. All right. Rice.
It's in Houston, Texas. It was right here. So they'll head down to Houston to take on Rice tomorrow. The Owls at 8 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Then they head home on the Saturday on the 1st to take on the Wichita State. I just lost their name. What's Wichita State? They're not the Cornhuskers. The Shockers. They're the Shockers. Wichita State Shockers. Aren't they the Shockers?
Let's find.
I'm 99.999% sure they're the Shockers. Because Nebraska's the Cornhuskers.
Let's see. Wichita State University.
Their mascot looks like a bumblebee. I'm going to Google it. I think they're the Shockers. That's wedding photos. It helps if I figured out how to spell Wichita first.
Wooshock is the mascot.
Yeah, they're the Shockers. I knew it.
Yep.
All righty. So that is all that we have for the great Stillwater area.
And now,
Rice, I think, is in Houston. Yes, you were correct, Taryn. Rice is in Houston. I knew it was in Texas somewhere,
just wasn't sure where.
but I wasn't sure where, which is very weird because, little side note, one of my best friends, her husband, who was like a father to me, she's like another mother to me, even though we're like friends. Anyways, he used to do the radio, the voice of the Pirates, so radio for East Carolina for 35 years. Actually, it was like 33 years. He started in 88. He started in, help me do math real quick. He started in 88.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away in 2023,
Okay.
right?
Okay. In 2023?
Unexpectedly. So 2023 minus 1988. I think it's 33 years. 34. No, it was 35 years. It was 35 years because I was 34. He started at East Carolina the year before I was born. And I turned 35 last year. So that's kind of how I remember. But I remember because East Carolina's in the same conference as Tulsa and all these other in the American. So I just remember him saying he was heading to this state and that state and this and this and this and this. And while he was on road trips, his wife and I were acting a plumb fool. Okay. Shout out Jeff. RIP Jeff. You'll always be my dad. Love you. Take care of your health. Cancer
Absolutely.
sucks.
Yes, it does.
This was a guy, literally, I'll just be brief, guy who's battled colon cancer, battled lung cancer, worked out every day, ran, was almost 70 years old, literally was in Tulsa. That's why, or not Tulsa, in Tulane. That's why I kind of had like a mental moment. They were talking about in Tulane.
Yeah.
They were doing Tulane. He had just ran the stadium. They got on the bus, and as they were waiting for the players to get on the bus, he had a heart attack and died on the bus with the men's basketball team in front of Tulane in New Orleans. Like, shocker. They did everything to resuscitate him. Nothing. Literally shattered my whole world. Fred can tell you, he had to get off work. I was on the floor. I wouldn't eat. Nothing. So take care of your health. It can happen to anyone.
Absolutely.
Anyways, that was too much of a side story. We are going to head to
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. because Babe is going to
very briefly, but let's talk about those Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is a 1, not an 11.
As of now, they actually have the best record. They have 37 wins and 8 losses, as opposed to the Cavaliers, who have 37 wins and 9 losses. So we are still the number 1 in the West, and we are doing it right now.
And we're number 1 overall. Okay.
How about that? Thunder up, baby. For the entire month of January, the Thunder has won all but 3 games, 2 to the Mavericks and 1 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Every other game has been a win, a very substantial win on top of that.
Your cousin was at the Dallas OKC game. She lives in Dallas, right outside of Dallas.
Oh, yeah, they live in the Dallas area. Shout out to Christina, Ron, and everybody out there, and Jory and Carlisha and all that. The last game that they did play, let's see, last time we spoke was on Tuesday. It was the 14th. So let's see, they defeated the Cavaliers.
They beat the 76ers.
118-102. They beat the Cavaliers 114-134 in Thunder's favor. The Mavericks, they did lose to 98-106. The Nets came out with the victory 127-101. Utah Jazz 123-114. They did take a loss to the Mavericks again, 121-115. It was a close game. The Trailblazers, they won by a 10-point spread between 118-108. And tomorrow night at 10 p.m., we'll be playing the Golden State Warriors. I don't know what happened to the Warriors. They were a dynasty at one point.
They'll be playing the Warriors in
Oakland.
In Oakland, yeah.
Again, Oklahoma City has a very impressive 37-8 record, as opposed to the Golden State Warriors, who have a 22-23 record. So I just thought I'd touch on that. All of them has been doing very, 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 very well. So, just thought I'd throw that up. Thunder, Jalen Williams, SGA. I keep saying it all the time. I love what Hartenstein's doing there. They're looking sharp. So,
yeah.
Would you like to add anything else?
No, I actually think that is it. We kind of jam-packed you guys in, jam-packed everything in for you guys. What am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Really just kind of jam-packed a lot of stuff in for this show, only because we missed last week. And we, again, apologies for that. Thank you to everybody.
We have a lot going on. For the well-wishers and everything. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you guys for giving us that time. It's still hard. It's never going to get easier.
No.
But it is what it is. All right, guys, that is going to do it here for us on Tornado Takeover. Have a huge, we're going to be covering a lot next week as well. Like I said, baseball and softball is going to be starting, so we're going to be discussing that. Also, Black History Month starts on Friday.
We got a special
Saturday.
We got a special thing lined up for that one.
On Saturday.
More to follow on that.
Yeah, so we will start that Saturday. So we will be kind of giving you guys I'll give them a little hint. Some little fun facts about athletes in the state of Oklahoma for Black History Month, as well as non-athletes who contributed. So we will see you guys next Tuesday right here on IE Sports Radio.
Break feed.
For all that is sports.
And thank you for watching Tornado Takeover. We are your hosts. We'll start with you this time.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Fred.
And that's it. Love you guys.
Peace.